Why no one really gets the INFJs. Have you ever met someone who seems like a puzzle wrapped in a mystery? Someone who can understand your emotions deeply, yet keeps their own thoughts and feelings locked away like a treasure chest. That's the INFJ, the rarest personality type in the world. INFJs often live at the intersection of connection and complexity, leaving others amazed, confused, or even intimidated. In this video, we're diving deep into reasons why people find it so hard to understand INFJs. 1. INFJs live in their inner world. INFJs spend a significant amount of time in their inner world of ideas, reflections, and intuitive patterns. They process everything deeply, from relationships to abstract concepts. This introspection can make them seem distant or preoccupied, even when they care deeply about others. They may not easily share their inner thoughts, which can confuse those around them. A friend might ask an INFJ about their feelings, only to receive a vague or overly philosophical answer. To outsiders, this internal focus may feel like emotional unavailability. 2. Their intuition often feels mysterious. INFJs rely heavily on their introverted intuition, to interpret the world. This function allows them to make predictions or draw insights that seem almost psychic. Their intuitive leaps often bypass logical explanations, leaving others wondering, how did they know that? An INFJ might warn a friend about a decision that feels wrong, only for the friend to realize later that the INFJ was right. Cognitive psychology explains intuition as the brain's ability to recognize patterns unconsciously. For INFJs, this function is highly developed, making them seem mysterious. 3. Emotional depth can be overwhelming. INFJs feel emotions intensely, both their own and others. They often absorb the emotional states of people around them, which can be draining. This depth can make their reactions seem disproportionate or hard to relate to. While someone else might brush off a sad movie, an INFJ might think about its implications for days. They may withdraw from social situations to process these feelings, leading others to misinterpret their behavior as aloofness or disinterest. 4. Their desire for meaningful connections. INFJs crave deep, authentic relationships and struggle with small talk or superficial interactions. Many social settings prioritize lighthearted or surface-level exchanges. The tendency of INFJs to skip small talk can make them seem intense or overly serious. At a party, an INFJ might bypass casual greetings to discuss life's deeper meaning, which could confuse someone expecting a simple, "Hi, how are you?" 5. They are private yet open. INFJs have a paradoxical nature. They can be deeply empathetic and open to others' emotions while guarding their own vulnerabilities. People often mistake their willingness to listen as an invitation to pry into their personal lives, only to be met with polite deflection. This duality stems from their need for trust before they can fully open up. 6. Perfectionism creates a barrier. INFJs hold themselves, and sometimes others, to incredibly high standards. Their perfectionism can come across as rigidity or overthinking. Others might see them as critical or self-absorbed when, in reality, they are striving for self-improvement. A group project might frustrate an INFJ if others approach it casually, as they seek purpose and excellence in their work. 7. Conflict avoidance and passive communication. INFJs dislike conflict and may go to great lengths to avoid it, sometimes sacrificing their own needs. This behavior can confuse others, who may see them as passive-aggressive or overly accommodating. Instead of directly addressing an issue, an INFJ might withdraw or subtly hint at their feelings, leaving others guessing. 8. Their visionary thinking. INFJs often think in terms of long-term goals and idealistic visions, which may seem impractical to others. While others focus on immediate tasks, INFJs might prioritize abstract plans, leading to misunderstandings about their priorities. An INFJ at work might advocate for systemic changes when their team is simply trying to meet a deadline. 9. They value solitude deeply. INFJs need regular alone time to recharge and reflect. Others might misinterpret their need for solitude as rejection or disinterest in relationships. A friend might feel hurt if an INFJ declines an invitation to spend time alone, even though it's essential for their well-being. 10. They are overly analytical. INFJs analyze situations, emotions, and relationships to an extreme degree. This overthinking can make them seem indecisive or overly cautious. Others might struggle to keep up with their thought process. Their analytical nature stems from their need to align their actions with their values. 11. Paradoxical thinking. INFJs often hold seemingly contradictory beliefs or behaviors, such as being both idealistic and pragmatic. This duality can make them seem inconsistent or hard to pin down. An INFJ might champion both humanitarian causes and strict personal boundaries, leaving others confused about their priorities. 12. Sensitivity to criticism. INFJs take criticism deeply to heart, often seeing it as a reflection of their self-worth. Others might perceive them as overly sensitive or defensive when they react strongly to feedback. A colleague's casual remark about their work might lead to days of introspection and self-doubt for an INFJ. 13. Their desire to help can be misunderstood. INFJs often take on the role of advisor or helper, sometimes without being asked. This well-meaning behavior can come across as intrusive or controlling. A friend might feel overwhelmed by an INFJ's advice when they simply wanted to vent. 14. The rarity factor. As the rarest personality type, INFJs often feel fundamentally different from those around them. Their unique perspective and behaviors are unfamiliar to most people, making it harder for others to relate to them. In a group of extroverts, an INFJ's introspection and quiet nature might be misunderstood as shyness or disinterest. INFJs are a beautiful paradox, deeply empathetic yet fiercely private, visionary yet grounded, intuitive yet analytical. While their complexity may make them hard to understand, it's also what makes them so special. By embracing their unique traits, INFJs can foster deeper connections and help others appreciate their depth. If you've ever struggled to understand an INFJ in your life, or if you are one, remember that their mystery is part of their magic. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the INFJ personality, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more INFJ insight. Stay safe, and see you in the next one.